time and we're online. Welcome everybody. We're on the Hohner YouTube channel. And first of all, I'm wishing you a happy new year. This is the first Hohner Live of 2023. I hope 2023 was off to a good start for everyone out there. Please let us know from where you're tuning in the chat. Can already see a comment by Harmo Active. Hi Konstantin and Bart. What a treat tonight. Greetings from I don't know, Warsaw. How do you pronounce that in English?
Warsaw.
Yeah, I'm so bad at this. So please welcome everybody. Bart from Poland. Say hello in the chat. I want to see a lot of clapping hands. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
Thank you for invitation. It's great honor to be here and speak with you.
Yeah, it's awesome to finally talk again after, I'm thinking, 2014.
Exactly, in
Which
Bristol.
is crazy. That's almost 10 years, right?
But we are still young and beautiful, so...
That's true. We just took a picture from the screen. We're going to post this afterwards too. Yeah, but that was at the Bristol Harmonica Festival, the NHL Harmonica Festival, where you also gave a workshop, right?
Yes, and I had a performance on the stage. I was the last one,
Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah, it was a lot of fun and a lot of amazing harmonica players. For example, Antonio Serrano and many others. So it was beautiful time.
Yeah. I mean, can't wait to be back. 2014. That's pretty long ago, right? So yeah, I remember you giving a workshop there. I think I gave a workshop too, and you gave performance, and you also did some stuff on the loop station too already, right?
Exactly, and especially about the spiral tuning or circular tuning of harmonicas.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's very useful for looping.
Yeah, I feel you. So, if I think back, I think the first time I ever checked out your playing was after you've been interviewed by Howard Levy at the SPA convention, which was 2010. I think on the Howard Levy online harmonica school, he had all of these interviews. And at that point, I was part of the school, I guess. So that's how I got to know about you and your playing.
I was so surprised that Howard invited me for this interview. So I couldn't speak because it was great honor to speak with your god of harmonica. So
yeah, it's crazy. I can totally understand because when I met him the first time in person, that was also a weird experience because that was in Frankfurt at the music fair. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been to the music fair in Frankfurt?
I was at the Music Messe. It's
exactly fun. Yeah.
I was 2 times and yeah, I have very nice impressions, and I had a workshop in Hamburg at, I don't remember the Hamburg. Oh no, it was Frankfurt.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Because I'm in Hamburg right now.
Yes, I know. There were beautiful people, beautiful music, very nice, hotel and great. Maybe someday I could play and teach again there. So we will see.
Yeah, and I think Hohner had a booth back then, and Howard was there, and some other chromatic Chinese chromatic player who studied in Trossingen, and Howard basically gave us like a little lesson on some like diminished scale patterns. And at that point, I didn't know anything about diminished. I didn't understand a word. But he was showing off all that stuff, and yeah, that was crazy. I definitely knew that I did have some more stuff to learn. Because the chromatic player, he was just like nailing it. That's easy for him, right?
Yeah, but people from Asia, there are very high skills and awesome musicians, very fast, very accurate. So yeah.
Yeah, I loved how he dealt with like his mistakes. Like if he made a mistake, he was just laughing about it.
Exactly.
And like 10 seconds later, it was there. He could do it, you know? Crazy. Like how was it for you? Like just like that in terms of, yeah, how did you deal with music in like the sense of practicing? Was harmonica your first instrument where you like seriously practiced, or did you do that on another instrument earlier too?
I'm a harmonica player, but I play on the guitar too. But first instrument was, of course, harmonica. My father is a guitarist, classical guitarist. My grandpa was a violinist in Philharmonic.
Oh, wow.
So,
I didn't know about that. That's crazy. Very musical family.
I tell you something interesting because my grandma played on a harmonica, I don't know, maybe 90 years ago. So she was in a school, and she played for the other children. So it's really cool information for me. It was surprised, and yeah. So I think I have a good background in my family.
That's incredible. Yeah. So how did you approach practicing then? Like harmonica was your first instrument then?
Yeah. On the
Did you have
first,
like a strict practice schedule, or did you have some periods where you really went in and sometimes you just like
I
put it away?
I didn't have any materials, any books, any I don't know, website, of course, because it was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So it was not a good time for harmonica players in Poland. But I tried to find the right note. I tried to make a melody, play the rhythm, and step by step I found a few nice melodies. Month later, month later, I got first Polish handbook, harmonica handbook. Sławek Wierzchowski is the author of the
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So we are friends, but 30 years ago it was like hero of the harmonica in Poland, and still he is for me. So I learned how to bend notes, how to use pentatonics, and 1997 I found first overblow on my harmonica. So probably I was the first guy in Poland, overblow guy.
Yeah. Wow, that's incredible. So at which age did you start out playing harmonica then?
I started. I was 12 probably, or
Okay.
12,
Wow, yeah. Very similar age to when I started out. What was the first melody that you played?
Oh, I don't remember because
Okay.
it was so long time ago. But you know, I tried to play everything. The Christmas songs, the songs for the children, for I don't know, everything. I tried to find the rhythms, the train.
Oh yeah, everybody's got to be able to play a train, right?
Because it's to be honest, I start every lesson with the very beginners with the train because it gives you a lot of fun on the start in the first I don't know 10 minutes of practice. So it's good start and good motivation to play more and practice hard.
Yeah, it just feels good. Like the chords feel so strong, and especially if you have like a lower tuned harmonica, right?
Exactly.
You think there's an easy Polish melody that you could teach to us real quick?
You know, yeah, why not? I try to find a really basic
C
because
harmonica or what?
C. It's a C.
Okay.
So maybe something like this. I don't know. It's Polish or maybe
Oh yeah, I mean it's I don't know, possibly it's international. I feel like this is very popular in Germany too.
or maybe second one. Maybe it's more Polish. I don't know.
Oh,
It's a song
interesting.
for children.
Because I know like maybe just the rhythm is different, but that's a German one.
Okay,
But it's
but
different, right?
it's a little bit different.
So
Yeah.
this one's called Hänschen Klein. How about yours? What's yours called?
It's this song is about the cat who going up to the wall or something. So it's not too complicated melody and not too complicated lyrics. So
Wow, yeah.
pretty easy to learn it.
But what's the Polish name of the song?
Wlazł kotek na płotek.
Okay. That's complicated.
So,
Awesome.
but of course, a very basic tune we can complicate it with chords, tongue blocking, and pre notes or effects. So it's good material for very beginners and pretty advanced harmonica player too.
Yeah. Like, what kind of music were you into at the point where you started out playing, though?
No,
What kind
I,
of music did you listen to as a 13-year-old?
you know, I always try to be open-minded, so I like pretty every kind of music. I like funky stuff like Maceo Parker, or jazzy things like De Francesco on the Hammonds, Chet Baker, Django Reinhardt with the Stefan Grappelli and many others. So I try to play sometimes the electronical music. I mean the techno or
Oh,
uh,
true.
yeah, with simple beatbox because I'm not beatboxer, but I try. So on the start, I played everything. I tried to play George Gershwin, but something was wrong. Why the blues pentatonic or blues scale doesn't fit to doesn't stick with the jazz music. So I tried to find the roots of the theory of music, and my father told me a few things, and what is the chords, minor chords, major chords, what is it, the I don't know, steps of the scale. And later I went to the blues master class, the biggest one in Poland, Blues nad Bobrem. This is
Okay.
the name. So unfortunately, they didn't have the harmonica class, so I learned on the guitar many things. I had a pretty old guitar, the bigger than me probably, and yeah, it was a good start for the studying the harmonica, and I don't know, three years later, I was invited to be a teacher on this master class, so it was
Okay.
surprise. I played only 5 years on a harmonica, and I was the teacher with the tip of the top Polish musicians. So it was stress, but a great honor and great pleasure too. So
Wow. Yeah, I see. And I mean, you're still teaching, and I see your Polish tutorials too online on YouTube, which is crazy. How would you describe the Polish harmonica scene?
It's bigger and bigger. We have the Facebook community, of course, about harmonica. We have about 2,700 members. So in Poland, we have a lot of blues festivals, many blues workshops and jazz workshops. So yeah, I think it's a good trend to be harmonica players, to play, to have a fun with this instrument, and I'm sure this harmonica society will be bigger and bigger. I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, it's time. I mean, people only have to hear the instrument played on like a higher level, and we just got to make sure of yeah, the possibility of that, like, yeah, having a greater possibility for that.
Yeah, but I see the tendency to people want to play like, I don't know, Little Walter, or Gary Premich, or Jason Ritchie, of course, but uh, they don't try to find themselves. I mean the new style. In my opinion, creativity it's a third of the most important elements for every instrument. I mean the timing, the first, the sound of the instrument, but in fact it's sound of musician. And third element, it's creativity, because Little Walter was very creative. The Jimi Hendrix was amazing creative, and so on. So creativity, it's for me very important, and sometimes I catch myself that I play very similar solos in a tune. So
Oh yeah.
I try to
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
yeah, but I try to erase
Yeah.
every thing, and I try to find something new, something fresh, because if you play every time the same solo, it's deadly boring, boring for me.
Yeah, that's like a personality kind of thing. I think Carlos Del Junco, he told me he likes to play almost the same solo all the time,
Yeah,
which is fine. If the solo works, like, awesome. And I, like, also, when I play live, like, sometimes you have, like, some arrangements, and I know, the song is fresh and you start improvising over it, but, like, with more and more concerts, like, some sort of a solo develops that just works, So sometimes good to have that and call that up.
but if you play over 100 gigs each year, so with the same project, it could be
Yeah,
boring.
yeah. Then you need like new repertoire.
But I totally understand Carlos. By the way, we had a workshop in Croatia together.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
I don't
When
know,
was that?
maybe 10 years ago. I have
That's
a
wonderful. Like Croatia is one of my favorite countries to go on vacation.
but this workshop was totally crazy because we had 7 or 8 big boats, and every day we visited another beautiful city, and we play all time long, and it was crazy but beautiful time for me.
I believe. Yeah.
I I'm sure Carlos was shocked a little bit, maybe not shocked, but surprised because we played 24 hours and we drank the beer. It was a crazy time, and
And he couldn't stand the harmonica playing anymore.
we try to keep in like this, not like this. So everything was great and cool.
Yeah. I just like have the feeling myself sometimes if you go to like the harmonica festivals, you hear like so much harmonica, like after some time you're just like, wow, I hate this instrument.
Konstantin, I have to tell you, a few years ago, my good friend invited me to Kyiv, and I had a workshop for 75 Ukrainian harmonica players. You can imagine
Yeah.
the sound of this group, and it was a big challenge for me how to manage this group, but it was great. Yeah.
Yeah, very true. I just made the experience again because we were visiting some schools as part of kind of like a promotional tour. So we went there with harmonicas, and later on, like doing other sessions, we decided to give the harmonicas out at the end of the whole thing, because like as soon as you give the harmonica to like 35, 12-year-olds, there's like no chance of controlling the room anymore,
I can imagine.
So yeah, but it's awesome. Like, hopefully there will be a lot of upcoming young harmonica players.
it's very important to promote this instrument because it's really intuitive. My youngest son took my old harmonica and play so interesting notes, like totally new stuff. I don't know
Yeah.
the technique, but he sang and play at the same time. So
Oh
I'm not
yeah.
singing. I try show you.
Exactly. Yeah, that stuff.
I don't know the name of this technique, but
Yeah, I don't know
it's
what to call it, but I mean, there have been some people doing it, but just like imagine the possibilities, like if you really practice this,
yeah.
like it's crazy. And I was also like some years ago also thinking about like how to incorporate it on more notes and like singing while inhaling, you know, doing that. Would be interesting. Yeah.
So
If you just harmonize the major scale.
uh-huh. Yeah, it's cool.
Who knows what you
We
can
can
do with that?
play up, but we can sing down or something. I don't know. It
Yeah. Could be
really
like two independent voices, you know?
yeah. So, but the point is, we can play and sing at the same time only on a blow, exhale. So I can't sing on inhale. Maybe
Oh, you can't?
no, no. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's
Maybe
what I did.
yeah? On inhale.
Yeah.
Oh, holy moly!
I don't know
I have to.
how to practice it. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's really cool stuff. So Howard Levy, it's a awesome musician, but he discover and explore new places of the harmonica world. So he can play so amazing things. I of course he's amazing in speed knowledge about the theory of music, but he can find something very new, unique and very fresh. So he is my hero.
Yeah, I mean, listening to him definitely always gives you more belief into the instrument, you know? Like as soon as I like stop believing in the instrument, which I do sometimes, I'm just like, you know, why am I doing this? Like,
Yeah,
but if you listen back to Howard, then you are like, all right, yeah.
yeah,
And then, of course, like you got the physical response from the instrument, and just like playing the instrument feels so good because we are like breathing and all that stuff, you know? And then you bend down a note and it just feels good.
yeah. It's true. You know, I think it's good good direct to find something new. So I try to use the other tunings of the harmonica, minor or the spiral tunings. So it's really refreshing
Yeah.
the brain and thinking about the music. So if you have a spiral tuning, you can play I don't know 1 6 to 5 progression by the chords. So
Wow.
or I don't know bossa nova style. It's very useful with
Nice.
illustration, of course.
Yeah.
So cool.
I believe that's interesting. I have like one circular tuning only, which is called true chromatic tuning,
Oh,
but I'm not sure if that's possibly different from yours. Could you explain how your harmonica is being tuned?
it's a very logical and very easy to understand this kind of tuning because you have only white keys. It's a spiral G.
Okay.
But in effect, the notes are white keys of the piano. So I start from the G, and I play blow, draw, and next hole. Blow, draw. So I have G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on, so on. So So
Okay.
I, I can play the melodies, I can play the chords, diatonic chords, of course. So C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, and B half diminished. And so I can play, I don't know, techno. So really cool tuning.
That's wonderful. Yeah. Like, well, what kind of electronic music do you like to listen to?
I'm not specialist in this
Okay.
the modern music, but I really like Tap 2, for example, or uh, mm, very famous album Tourist Saint Germain, for example. It's I don't know exactly the name of this style, but they put the electronical elements and the live trumpet, for example. So it's really cool. On the one song, they put the samples of John Lee Hooker.
Yeah.
So it's really cool music, and I try to catch the meat and potatoes of this this kind of music and play it on the loop station and my harmonicas.
Sick. Okay. Yeah.
So
I was wondering in the beginning, I already did see that your cover plates are very wide open. Like, did you do that yourself? Because that's not like out of box, you know?
yes, I make customized harmonicas for me especially, and for my friends. Sometimes I sell it. And this profile of the covers are really cool because the harmonica is louder, very rich with the lower but higher too frequencies. So it's works this kind of shape works great with the wah wah or
Oh, yeah.
hand vibrato. So and it's for me the sound is very good and much better than before.
Wow. Yeah. Interesting. So that's your main instrument. That's a Seidel 1847, like a regular one, or what do you play?
This comp is from the bigger version. I mean the bold body and low tone. But
Okay.
I make it thinner a little bit. It's about 6.7 millimeters. So it's little bigger, but not so big like in low tuning. Like I don't know, for example, low E. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't catch the. Wow.
Now.
So this is amazing instrument. Oh man, it's like didgeridoo. Sometimes
So that's
I
the lowest one out there, right?
probably yes. Sometimes I make a performance for the children with the loop station, of course. So I play many kinds of music from the Japan, from the India, and from Australia too. So it's my didgeridoo.
Yeah, and it also has like kind of an electronic kind of vibe. It could be some techno too, you know?
Exactly, exactly. So well, it, I think it's good to be open-minded for harmonicas, for music, for many ideas, for electronic stone boxes, and yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say earlier too. That's something I did say in my interview today too. Like, if you want to start out playing harmonica, like, just play the style of music you enjoy. Like, because the harmonica can do everything. You don't have to play blues. Like,
Yeah,
just because you play the harmonica, why don't you play neo soul on the harmonica or whatever, you know? Or if you want to play house music, why not play house music on the harmonica?
African music.
Yeah.
I 3 or 4 years ago I started play with the very young guy from the Morocco, and the bass player was from New York, and the drummer from Israel. So
Yeah.
it was amazing stuff because everything I play on the regular harmonica. So I used the Oriental, for me, Oriental scales like like something
Okay,
like
yeah. Can you teach players out there what's that scale?
the very basic Oriental scale you can play in a fourth position. I mean, on a C harmonica, you should play in a minor key. So we start from the A, and we play the Aeolian A mode, yeah. But last, the seventh step of the scale, you should put down half step. So and the one note can change the scale and the music if you want. So fourth position is really useful for the Moroccan music, for example.
Yeah, I mean, it's still not too many players are doing this. Like, it's so easy and it's lays out so well. It's like sounds very authentic
Yeah, of course we can
with
add
these inflections, you know, with the vibrato and stuff.
exactly, but we can make it more Oriental scale. We can add articulation, for example. So with the ethnical instruments and strange beats, I don't know, 11/4 or something, we can find totally new and fresh music on the harmonica. So this is the most important element for me. So to find
Yeah.
something. But if you want, I have the really nice Arabic tuning.
Oh, okay. I heard about it, but I'm actually not sure about the layout.
So I, to be honest, I can't play on this because I don't know the notes. I
Yeah.
have to learn it. But you can play very easy without overblows, without bendings. You can play the Oriental music, for example. Without bendings, without overblows.
Yeah. Yeah, it
But
was kind of, I don't know. It's major, right? And then you got the flat sixth in there, and also the major seventh.
exactly.
Yeah, I don't know how to call that scale. I don't know.
I know, but so pretty good.
Actually, reminds me of this wonderful Chick Corea composition that I love to play. It's called La Fiesta.
Ah, La Fiesta, yeah. Yeah,
I think it's close,
it has
but it has the minor seventh in there,
exactly.
and it's also minor.
Yes, it's minor.
Sometimes it's major.
I have to check. Exactly.
The one chord is major, true, and then it's so beautiful. Like this, one of the most beautiful pieces. If it goes to, like when I play it here, it's like goes to second position major. It's like one of the most beautiful melodies.
Excuse me. The melody it's extremely important in my opinion, because of course we can play 1,000 licks and patterns, but if you put some nice melody to your solo, it's really cool. Sometimes it could be the funny short funny melody, like or something really
It's strong.
or something really I don't know, sophisticated, like Eric Satie pieces, or Eric Satie, this pianist,
Yeah.
minimalistic pianist. So it's really cool. So melodies for me in my improvisation, the melody it's a main subject, and the second is to develop to tell the story about something. So if you play on the first chorus of the blues, or I don't know, the jazz tune, everything what you know about the music, it's in the second chorus it could be boring like hell. So it's really obvious, but the good book, good film, good harmonica solo should be like this, in my opinion. You tell the story, you develop the your idea. So
Yeah, of course. Yeah, don't give the end away, you know?
and on the end, it could be nice to get sparkles on your back, and this is good solo for me. So This is my point of view.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and in the end, it's also a whole lot about contrasts in general. Like, that's interesting in
Yeah.
life in general, too, you know? I mean, that's the stuff that looks good. Like, yeah, visually, but also musically. Like, which contrasts can you use? Like, loud and quiet. You can play high notes and low notes. You can play staccato and legato and all these opposites, and then like surprising the listener.
Exactly. Sometimes I teach my students how to play the very bad notes, because bad notes, I mean a little bit like dissonance, but in effect it could be a really cool moment in your solo. For example, let's say we have C harmonica, the second position, and we can't play the G sharp, for example, or D sharp. Uh, of course, in jazz music,
In jazz
it's
music, everything is possible.
but in the blues, it's not okay. So and the phrase like this, and higher one half step higher, and this is so refreshing your solo, or something like, and the people, oh holy shit, what is it, how to play it, or why, maybe he was wrong and he made a mistake. No, he's right. So
Yeah, I mean, it's always about. That's what I heard in a workshop, and it's like engraved to my brain now. It's about intent and attitude. You can play everything as long as it's like with intent and attitude.
I strongly recommend for every musician to check the lecture of the Victor Wooten, amazing
True.
human being and amazing musician, of course. He was in TED. I don't know. It's you can find it on the YouTube, and he told about wrong notes. So they told that we have no bad notes, wrong notes. Every note in the right context is okay. So it's, I try to put it this idea on the harmonica, and it works.
Yeah. Yeah, if you add the intent, you know, it always works. I don't know if I can demonstrate something bad and making it sound bad. That can be hard sometimes too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I can do that. No.
You know, I think
I can only do something deliberately and then it sounds okay. I can like make it sound good in the end, you know?
but Konstantin, we need the context of the mistake.
Yeah, I also felt like, oh yeah, we probably need like, it would be easier to demonstrate if you got a backing track.
So we can play the wrong notes, but we can play out of the timing, out of the time. But we need the context. I mean the rhythm. So it's hard to play the wrong note without this context.
Yeah, because like for intent and attitude, the timing is the thing that's important, you know?
So, but it's really interesting, especially in a jazz music, because the John Coltrane, or I don't know, Charlie Parker played many notes, or Dizzy Gillespie. Um, uh, they played everything, and in really fast passage runs of the notes. So everything it was okay, um, because the listeners um, know that they play like this, and they know the context, and a lot of jazz tunings. So the ears are happy to hear the controversial notes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, at the time it was also like the popular music, so
so
so talking about the harmonica scene in Poland, I've been to Poland once at the Torun Harmonica Festival. Is that still happening, like the Harmonica Bridge Festival, and have you been there?
I was there a few times. I was in jury. I had a workshop, and I play with a few projects. Um, Unfortunately, this beautiful festival don't exist at this moment. But Sławek Wierzcholski, the chief and mm, the founder of this festival, try to find the way to reload
Yeah.
this. We will see if he will find the money, the sponsors. I'm sure he will do it again, because it it was so important for harmonica players in Poland. We met Sugar Blue, Jean-Jacques Milteau, Greg Slap, Joe Paul Kumelas, you, and many amazing harmonica players.
Yeah, I think
around.
Rochelle also played.
Yeah, Tinus Kuhn, the great guy, the pioneer of the overblows, and a lot of people. So we will see. I hope Sławek will reload this festival, and maybe we can meet and drink the coffee and play a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. It's time after 8 years.
Exactly.
Very true. Yeah. Like, what else are you up to on stage at the point right now, besides doing like the solo loop station thing? Do you have a regular band setting you are hitting the stage with?
Yes, I have it four elements of my work. The first, it's the gigs, of course. So I play mostly with JJ Band. It's the most the famous blues band in Poland. Probably we took every awards and prizes
Oh wow, okay.
in Poland. So 1 year ago
So
we
that's
had
the JJ band.
exactly we had 20 years of our cooperation. So it's long time. It's amazing band, amazing musicians. We are together like very good machine. Everyone knows his job and his work, and it's plays like hell. So I play with a few projects with the Moroccan music, with the Ayub Humana. I play with my jazz trio. I play on a chromatic, especially in this project.
Oh,
So
true. I forgot about that. You also play chromatic. I remember. Yeah.
it's not my main instrument, but I play the not so complicated jazz tunes like Misty or Straight No Chaser or something. Um, and the trio, it's very nice group because I have the great drummer, a great Hammond player who can play the bass by left hand, and he's really animal on the stage, the beast. And so it's great to play some jazz music. So I play with the duets because I like this form. I can play more on the harmonica, not only solos, but only the make. I can make the atmosphere. I mean the like painter who can paint in many colors in one picture. So I use sometimes minor keys. Um, it's D minor. So
That sounds wonderful. Yeah, that's comparably low tuning too, right?
because it's low D natural minor.
Yeah.
So I can make a accompaniment background for the guitarist or I don't know the other musician, and we can play together solos. Of course, not at the same time, but on the harmonica we can play the background for others in the duos, especially because if you have a big band, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's give me another point of view because I don't have to play always the solos, the improvisations, and something like this. I can play very soft and very gentle chords and notes, contrapunts, and something like this. So it's a lot of fun with the duo.
Yeah, you got like more influence too as a harmonica player then, and I don't know. Of course, it's easier to communicate, you know. Yeah, more influence on the structure and the harmonic parts of the song, you know. Yeah. So if you're on stage, like, what's your setup? Like, you told us about your harmonicas, but how about like the technical aspects? What kind of microphone do you like to use? And
I'm not guy, not guy. I don't like to dig equipment and
yeah,
old microphones, old effects. I have the Meteor Mini Meet, of course. I have the small amp for studio. It's a Stage 5 Ronnie Shelley's signature. I have a few very old mics, but my favorite is RE10 from Electro Voice.
oh yeah,
Mainly on the stage,
I love it too.
it's a really cool mic. But I played about over 1,000 gigs with the Audix Fireball V with the pods. With the Boss VE20, it's a processor, vocal processor. I use the wireless system from Nux. It's a B3 probably. and I use my own monitor, active monitor. It's JBL, I don't know, 500 EOS 500 or something. So this gear gives me the comfort on the stage always. I don't care about the monitors, the sound in the monitors. I have
Yeah.
everything the same, and I can focus on my improvisations or interactions between the musicians, not
Exactly. That's good and important.
monitors. So, and I use mostly on the gigs Blue X Lab comps.
Wow. Yeah.
I have the many colors because it's easy for me to find the right key on the stage. So, for example, green one it's a C, red one it's a A. So yeah, it's easy for me to catch the right key of the harmonica. Um,
That's important.
yes,
Like sometimes I don't know, like even if I have these like stickers on the side, you know.
true.
I did
But
grab one. I mean, maybe not on stage, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I did one time on stage. There was like a piece with an orchestra, but I'm like starting out by myself. So I just start out playing some kind of rhythm, you know? And I don't hear the harmonic context, I don't hear the orchestra. So for myself, I'm in tune, I'm in the right key. But as soon as the orchestra kicks in, you know, I was a half step off.
it was a jazz,
Yeah.
it's alteration.
But yeah, these stickers are important.
Yeah, exactly. But sometimes it's they I lose it, and this is the problem.
Yeah, true.
Color of the comp, it's nice idea, and it's works for me.
Yeah, yeah. If you're the color person, I'm not sure if I could remember all the colors and all the keys. Like,
You know, the first 10 gigs, and after this
oh
you
yeah,
remember everything.
I can imagine. Yeah, that's true.
But the problem is if you want if you have 12 or I don't know 20 the same comps without stickers, so
Yeah,
it could danger on the
all of my
stage.
harmonicas look the same.
And do you have your favorite? It's special 20 or
Just the cover plates, but it's a marine band. It's just a regular marine band
with the stickers, of course.
with the sticker, and I think it's supposed to glow in the dark.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's
Not all of
very.
them do though. Gotta be lucky.
Yeah, but you know, I I don't know. Maybe it's wrong, but I don't like the belts, harmonica belts.
Oh yeah, yeah. Me neither. No, it doesn't look good at all.
Uh, I think the case on
You
the
don't like look like a musician anymore. You look like
cowboy
yeah
or
something else. You know, like
Well, the sugar blue, for example, he has
okay,
the
yeah.
belt.
I mean, he could pull it off. You know, I couldn't.
It's not my tastes, not my style.
Yeah,
Yeah. But you know, it's good to have the harmonicas there on the stage. Um, Sometimes I use the case, but sometimes I put everything on chair or something to catch right
yeah.
one, and that's it. No, I don't use so many keys on the concert. C, D, A, G, B flat, and F. This is the main setup of keys, but sometimes I I use low F sharp, for example, because
Yeah, I love the low F sharp.
but the vocalist tells me, yes, this is my key. I can't sing in other keys. Okay, I have every key, so it's not problem for me. But
Singers.
yeah, you know what
Oh
I mean.
wow, you know, I didn't even refresh the chat. There are so many messages in the chat.
Oh,
And I thought
one?
there was always only one. But it didn't refresh, you know?
Okay.
Wow, okay. Okay, let's adjust this. Greetings from Klingenthal. Oh, Bertram is here.
Bertram, how are you?
A lot of Polish comments. I can't read
I
them
thought
out loud, I'm afraid.
of them only English or German.
Oh, the second tune was the Polish children's classic, A Little Cat Got on the Fence. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I remember this. Bartek, do you prefer blues or jazz? That's a question.
I like both kind of music because it's totally different approach to the jazz and to the blues. If I play the jazz, I use more theory of music, and I can tell I use more brain. But if I play the blues, I play more by heart. So the expression is the most important. The story of the improvisation and how to catch the people to sparkles on the back. This is the my idea in the blues. But jazz, yeah, it's. I'm not jazz player, but I play this kind of music. But I can't play the, I don't know, the Coltrane solos or Michael Brecker's tunes because it's too complicated for me. But I love the mixture of this two kind of music. I love the Alex Schultz on the guitar, especially, or Junior Watson, or
I see, yeah.
the guitarist from BB and the Blue Shacks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love this kind of music because it's a little bit jazzy, like. So it's a mixture between the bebop, blues, and the
Yeah,
swing.
kind of like the swing, kind of jump blues.
I love it.
Would you call
And
that jump blues, maybe?
exactly, and I love to play it on a guitar too.
Oh, yeah.
It's my favorite stuff for the guitar.
Harmoractive also says, it's amazing how great Bart's harmonica sounds online. A full tone, not distorted by the streaming software as it sometimes happens. Great
Yeah.
setup. Yeah.
You know, I have a lot of gear, but I can't use it in 100%. So maybe I have to spend more time for it.
What else? Oh, Ronnie Shellist.
Oh,
Ronnie,
Ronnie.
I still here. Awesome. Hope you're doing great. Bart was the first and only person to bring me to tears with a musical performance. This was at Spa.
Oh man, it's great pleasure to hear it.
Marty, what is the most expensive food a man can eat?
Ooh, uh, it's it's harmonica.
This comment is a
question.
little different.
I'm not specialist in cooking, so
He says it's wedding cake.
Yeah.
Alexei from Estonia tuning in. Yeah. Hope 2023 was off to a good start for you too. Richard. Richard? I guess the German name would be Richard.
It's very similar to Polish name. Yeah.
Yeah. Any plans for your solo album as a frontman?
Um, you know, I have a lot of compositions, or I don't know, the melodies, ideas, but I don't have time to to record my own CD. But my children are growing up, so I think this moment will be soon, and I'm sure I give you information about it.
Okay. Oh yeah. Time to exchange some harmonica licks and solos. We should play something, but we got to do something different. I think what we never did on here was like playing like a minor blues, like in third position.
Yeah,
You think we could do that?
yeah, why not?
You have a melody in mind for that?
I can play the background for you on the minor.
Oh yeah,
key.
yeah. That would be the best, But like the timing would be off. We can just like play
Uh-huh.
choruses each.
Yeah, why not?
But do you know like a minor blues melody?
Yeah.
I don't
for
know too many either, but yeah.
but it's not blues, maybe more jazz. Um, yeah, we can make it improvisation or something.
Yeah, let me think. What was like I always play like Mr. PC, It's very fast.
Oh yeah, it's Coltrane tune.
Yeah. But it's just a regular minor blues.
No, no, no.
Well, what's your harmonica key?
I have the C.
Okay. I just like play a slower version.
Cool. Oh man.
Nice, yeah, that was something different. You know, we always play just like jazz blues on here, but that's that's something new.
I think that the jazz it's a child of the blues. So if someone wants to play the jazz music, he should play the blues, of course.
Definitely.
Because I know a few young, very good jazz players, but they can't play the 12-bar blues in a friendly key.
Oh yeah.
It's impossible
Yeah,
to...
sometimes it's weird, you know? Like last time I went to a jazz session, I didn't even play, but I was just sitting there drinking, enjoying. And I thought like, wow, like why don't they know how to end a tune? Like it's like that awkward feeling, like they don't know how to end. Like whereas when I went to some sort of a groove or pop music session that was happening here in town, there were some amazing musicians and they knew how to end a tune, you know?
It's very important
So
skill.
they're like different types of skills, you know?
Jam session, it's a very interesting the moment or the case. To be honest, I'm a sociologist, so maybe I look at the jam session like a sociologist, maybe a little bit. So the interactions between the musicians, the interaction between the listeners and the group on the stage, the problem how to catch the listeners or how to inform the other musician what we want to do on the stage. So it's sociology, man, I tell you.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, talking about jam session, we always have like an online jam session kind of going on. Every month there's a harmonica challenge, and this is a little ad. The next one, let me check out my calendar. It's on January 29th, and I'm not sure how to call it now, but I was thinking about Soul Harmonica Challenge, I don't know. Our special guest is Sarah Saputri from Indonesia. And yeah, check out the description box here, everybody. This is the first challenge of 2023. So I was just thinking about like neo soul, soul music. Don't play a blues. Blues is not allowed this time. But everything else, like groovy, there are so many groovy backing tracks online on YouTube. You can type in soul, jam, backing, G minor. Go for it. I will announce the challenge tomorrow or the day after on my YouTube channel too. Yeah. So I hope we can do a challenge too at some point. Maybe we can think of like a clever topic.
Why not?
Because that's always super fun. You get like all these different submissions from all over the world, and everybody has a new idea.
Yeah, it's
And
it's a good motivation to practice more.
yeah, just to see other players. And of course there are advanced players and intermediate players. Sometimes the beginners are afraid of uploading. So we need beginners. It's easy to win as a beginner because there are not too many submissions. To close this off, talking about beginners, what would be your best advice for a harmonica player who's like, yeah, just like starting out playing?
You know, I have a lot of students because I have the school online. It calls Akademia Muzyki. So I have over 600 of students at this moment. And every time on the start, I I tell them, have a fun with the harmonica. This is the most important, because if you don't have the fun, you work hard, and you don't have the happiness with this. It's this is the problem. So on the start, I strongly recommend to play the train on the harmonica. So two draws,
Yeah.
two balls, and in a 5 minutes, everyone can play something really cool. So this is the start of the with the harmonica, and my advice is, keep going, keep playing, play something for yourself, something, what you know, play for your family, play maybe later.
Play with
But
other musicians.
yeah, it's of course it's another step, but on the start, you should like this instrument.
Yeah.
I remember, when I was the beginner, I couldn't sleep, because I thought, oh man, next day I will practice this and this and this. Okay, I have to sleep so fast, because next day, next exercises, you know, uh, uh, m- uh, every my idea, every my cell in my body want to play on a harmonica. So maybe I was a little bit crazy. But it works if you have a good motivation, a good instrument. You can buy everything at this moment. So it's your choose. You can practice more, and you will be better and better, or you can put the harmonica on your I don't know, wardrobe, or desk, and you can't play. You will not play on the harmonica. That's it. So keep the playing, keep practice, listen. A lot of music, a lot of harmonica players, but not only, and enjoy this awesome instrument. That this is my advice.
Yeah. Yeah. And keep experimenting. Like,
Yes, of course.
because sometimes if you're like too, yeah, following too many rules, like, especially I have that with players who want to learn bending, you know? Like, if they are thinking about too much, like, it doesn't work. Like, just experiment. Like, try different tongue positions. Like, there's nothing you can do wrong. Like,
Yeah, but you know, sometimes the very young child can find something interesting. For example, my son played like this, without lungs, only cheeks.
yeah,
So
yeah, exactly. That way you might discover stuff, you know?
you know the name of this technique. My good friend Tomek Kamiński calls it hamstering, from hamster, because you use the cheeks.
Yeah.
So without lungs, only cheeks, and you can play very fast. So it's cool.
So true. Awesome. Yeah. Sick, everybody. I hope you're motivated to practice now. It's time. If you didn't practice today, do it. And I'm looking forward to next week. See you on January 25th. Our next guest is Sebastian Charlier. And I got to practice up until then, I guess, because he's a crazy player.
He's the beast.
So, yeah, if you haven't heard Alan Holdsworth guitar solo on harmonica yet, you might want to tune in next week. So yeah, awesome. Bart, thank you so much for your time and for joining and for all the wonderful information.
Konstantin, thank you for invitation, and I'm really glad to be here and speak and play with you. It's a great pleasure and honor to be here.
Awesome. Yeah, it was fun. You got to check out the polished comments afterwards. Like, I'm not sure if they are still there then. But yeah, I can't translate them.
Okay, no problem.
Awesome, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. See you next week.
See you.
Bye-bye.